crazy. Look what seeing, dog.
That nigga got a fucking kaiju.
Look, Godzilla on them kaiju. Twerk, baby, twerk, Harlem kaiju. Work it, girl, work.
This is a Harlem kaiju. No. To the Raging D head, he came in with a clarification. He said, "I dipped my cone in the chocolate hole."
Come on, bro. You gotta have a bit more class than that.
Hey,
You know
hold
what?
on. Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on. It's better than sucking toes. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
Nah, dog. Hell no. Both y'all is nasty. Like, y'all gonna be, oh, you can't kiss no pretty feet. Your girl just got out the shower. She's got a fresh pedicure. You know what I'm saying? Pretty feet on your chest or whatever. Nah, you can't kiss that. But I'm gonna eat some ass.
Nigga,
I'm gonna eat some ass though.
Nigga, feet be on the fucking ground every day of the goddamn week, all day. What are you talking about?
And shit comes out of a butt.
But that shit can get cleaned.
So can toes.
Nigga, the moment she steps out of the fucking shower, she's stepping on filth again.
Nah, now that she got on shower shoes.
What if you carry her?
Huh?
What if you carry her?
Now,
What, you gonna carry her all the way to the bed? I guess, I suppose. I can't. This
I ain't
nigga,
gonna-
I know this nigga
I'm not
can't
even-
be sticking his tongue between the toes and everything. All type of shit.
I ain't
You
even gonna
nasty
sell no
nigga.
false
That
dreams.
nigga be over there like,
What the fuck? That caught me off guard.
It's been a few weeks since I've seen that clip, so I thought
Right.
it was gone.
That's what I do, is go catch your ass off
I
guard.
thought it was gone, bro. I thought it was gone, man.
I got the clip of Kim Kardashian getting booed, nigga.
Was this a recent thing where she got booed?
It was at Tom Brady's roast. This shit was funny as hell. This shit happened 9 months ago.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Well, thank you. I know a lot of people make fun of your height.
Boo.
All right. All right. All right, Kevin.
They're trying to save her ass. By the way, Tom Brady got roasted like a motherfucker that night. That shit was funny.
I remember that. Nah, he was getting cut. They said there were some jokes that they couldn't say because he was gonna get mad. And
Then he walk up on the stage and somebody's like,
Yeah,
don't say that bullshit again.
Yeah, because he still said it.
That nigga came out. That nigga came up to him and whispered, "I'm gonna beat your ass with this motherfucking football when we get backstage."
You know what I'm saying, nigga? Don't mean, come on, bitch ass nigga, dog. Like,
But yeah.
Hey, yo, what's up? Saying Melanie ain't coming back? Probably not.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
If I kick Kata off the stream for one good stream, she might.
She might. So what you
Is
say?
everyone still after Melanie? Because I've been watching her go back and forth with the whole Christian.
What was your opinion on that whole situation?
Yeah, let's ask.
I did a video on it with my sister, and I was saying that, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with a little bit of gooning in a game. Like, obviously, there's guys that do weird shit, and I think that she's probably trying to like make it into a bigger thing than it is. But wasn't her gripe with like the first Descendant originally?
Yeah.
I watched the videos and I was like,
people.
yeah, but this is like it's a Korean game, and then you got Stellar Blade and Bayonet and all them games, and like no one complained before. And the last time I checked, she was a Tomb Raider fan, like a classic Tomb Raider fan. So I was a bit like, I feel like you're blowing this out of proportion. And then I saw the quartering getting involved, and I was like, is he doing it because they're friends, or is he? I'm not going to accuse him of simping or something, but it just all seems stupid.
It's all one big simp fest. So let me. What prompted her to take that stance was the fact that Dread Roberts was because remember, it was Dread Roberts first. It was him that said something, and he made this whole post about, because he attacked people. See, it's one thing to say, hey, we don't need all this degeneracy in games. I don't mind you saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person, I say it all the time. I know people feel like I'm lying, but it's true. I'm not a person that's constantly looking for goon material. You know what I'm saying? There's not a game that I'm playing right now that has a bunch of Goon material in it. I mean, you can, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I can, as you can see, I can scroll through my Twitter feed, nigga. I can do it.
I can too. I'll wait till you finish.
Let's scroll through your bookmarks. Exactly. Look, I can put I'm about to put my bookmarks on screen right now.
You about to put your okay. I'm glad that you changed the way that sounded, bro.
I've never used the bookmark system before. What you just save stuff there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just save stuff. It barely worked, but yeah, like you can scroll all down my shit. Now, granted, because I don't want to reveal my cosplay competition. You know what I'm saying? Now that that don't count. You know that
hold
don't
on.
count.
Look, I can scroll. Hold on, I'll put it on the screen. I can scroll down right now.
Nah, you got a folder with all your Goon material.
No, look. See, we can scroll right. Look, we got some Kanye West. So
No, it didn't even take 3 seconds.
No.
That was some brave shit, bro.
No, bro, what the fuck is this? Why is this here, bro? Like, why? Why is that there, bro?
You didn't even have to scroll far.
Why is that there, bro? Why would she post that? That was 9 minutes ago. Why would you do that? Like, we got 103 people that saw that, bro. I can't even defend myself.
He didn't even have to scroll far, chat. I stand vindicated. All right. I don't even know where we was going with that. Oh, we was talking about Melanie. Well, I mean, all in all, Goonagate was Goonagate. We don't have to bring that back up because we'll be on that shit for forever.
But what did anyone ask her? Because I saw her in your intro, so I'm assuming that there's some sort of like relationship or communication. Did nobody say to her, if the argument is about degeneracy, what about violent video games? Because then we have this argument a long time ago.
We asked, but the thing is, the reason why she took her stance, Dread Roberts. See, the thing is, the reason why so many people are comparing Melanie Mack to the reason why so many people are comparing Melanie Mack to Alyssa Mercante is because the difference between Dread Roberts wasn't stoking the flames. He said what he said. He made a couple posts and then he let it go. Melanie Mack kept doubling down and tripling down and quadrupling down and saying more and doing more and saying stuff. So she felt attacked from all angles, even though she was kind of bringing it upon herself. And so, yeah, plenty of people asked her that, but it never got addressed. And it
makes no sense.
That's the thing that I hate about the internet. Katie will tell you, I do not like panels. It took him a while to convince me to do this show. The thing I don't like about internet is that so many people are allowed to just say stuff and nobody's able to check them about it. I got to get you to agree to come on a show or do a joint show with somebody else so they can host the debate. I'm not doing all that. If we in person, I can just ask you, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean this is degeneracy? Wasn't you just promoting fucking Stellar Blade last year?
Yeah.
And then you got to address it right then and there.
Well, you brought it up. So,
I'd love to ask her because I'll ask her, like, do you want to ban Mortal Kombat? Do you want to ban Metal Gear? Like, do you want to ban? Can we not get any more like Gears of War games? Like, it's chopping people at once.
Her pinpoint argument was that in that particular clip of the first Descendant, the girl was dancing in a way that pseudo looked like twerking, which I don't know what the fuck you think twerking is. And that was not it.
That wasn't twerking.
And she has a video of her in a Tomb Raider cosplay doing the
exact same thing.
Dance.
But even if the character is twerking, like me and my sister did the reaction together. My sister's way more liberal than I am. And even she was like, I don't see what the problem is here. Like, normally I would imagine that she'd take the woman's side, but she was listening to Melanie. She was like, this is some dumb shit. Doesn't even make any sense to her.
And that's ultimately the crux of it. Because it's like, I understand like your Christian faith and stuff, but there has to be a level of consistency. It has to be.
You can't stand on like a high horse, you know what I mean? When we have evidence of not like too recently of you doing the exact same thing you're claiming.
This only happened because Dread Roberts made a statement where he called people degenerates. He said people were not adults, and he said people were indecent. And because he made that statement, because I don't have a problem with you saying, because the question was, is this what gamers want? Nigga, we play plenty of games that ain't got none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, obviously you can look at the landscape and say that, yeah, it's probably, I mean, gamers probably like that, but they don't need it, right?
Yeah.
Him saying that, but adding on the insults, because I'll be damned if you can tell me I'm not an adult, nigga. I pay my own fucking bills. I live. Last I checked, is me and my dog. I take care of my dog. I take care of my family and all that type of shit. I'm good. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You're not gonna tell me that I'm a degenerate just because I enjoy a little bit of goon material, and you're not gonna say I'm an indecent human because of it. And so she saw a fellow Christian being what she would consider to be attacked, and she felt compelled to defend him, regardless of whatever hypocrisy would have ensued. So, and during this time where, especially in America, where it seems like Christianity is under attack, she was going to take that stance regardless. Whether it makes sense or not, she was going to take that stance regardless. And what they don't understand is this is part of the reason why. See, I'm not for Christianity being under attack. With all of the actual degeneracy that's going on, I'm starting to believe, like, nigga, maybe there was a reason why niggas was into religion. Because without it, a lot of y'all going buck ass wild and shit. I gotta hear more about astrology now. I'm like, shit, can we go back to talking about God again against my will? Because I'm tired of astrology.
Yeah, it's not that bad here in the UK. Like, I'm Greek Orthodox, and we go to church every now and then. But even like some of the guys that are more religious that I'm friends with, when they were like looking at what was going on, they were like, "It's just a game, bro. Like, it's not." Obviously, people can take
Games
heart
are
and do what they
supposed to
want.
be degenerate, are they not?
I mean,
like,
on the
people
game,
can do what they want with art. Like, they don't. Some people are going to be really weird with things, but that happens with all things. That's the same argument we're using with violence.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it doesn't matter. You know, people are gonna do whatever people want to do, regardless. You know,
Fuck, we talking about Gonagate again. Damn it.
No, yeah. I mean, we brought it up. It goes into what we're about to talk about, because it does. Because, you know, we have since we already brought up Melanie, I wasn't really gonna bring up her tweet, but I guess we can since we brought her up. It was like, so we're talking about the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 situation. You been keeping up with this at all?
I've been paying attention. There's one guy in particular that keeps on saying that the game's doing poorly, and every time I check, there's loads of people playing it. So I'm like,
yeah, we're gonna get onto him. Pause. We can't say that. He might like that because he's a freaky frog. But so we got everybody basically going at the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because there's an optional side quest where Henry and Hans, two of the main characters from the first game, you know, they can do some booty bandit shit, right?
Shout out to the chat. I finally got it, nigga. Finally fucking got the damn soundboard.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Yo, I've been talking about that for like a few months. I can't wait to buy a soundboard, and he's just gonna showcase that shit. Yeah, let's put him in the back real quick. Let's put him in the back. It's gonna make me feel like I'm poor and shit. All right. So what happened was everybody's going at not everybody. We'll say a bunch of like people with woke derangement syndrome are going after the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because of the optional gay side quest that you could do, which again, we have to keep re-emphasizing this optional, right? You have to deliberately go down that route if you want Henry to be bent over on the bed. So she goes, if you bought Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, then you literally bought a game with gay porn in it and help fund that for existing and potential future projects. It's your decision to make, but at least be aware and honest about what you've purchased and supported. And
what a dumb tweet.
It's my first thought when I saw this was like, why are we doing this? Because you're painting with a broad brush, right? You're starting to label people all kind of things just because, you know, there is this option in the game, which is not being promoted by the devs or anybody like that as, you know, the main thing the game is about. So I was thinking, the first thing I thought of was, hold on, I'm having a flashback real quick because I've been watching Melanie for a little minute. You know what I mean? Like, it's been since like around like 2020-ish. I've been watching Melanie. So I was like, okay, why would you say that when, you know, we had the first Ascended thing pop off and everybody's like, wait, you defended Stellar Blade, you like you know, Tomb Raider and all these other things. And then I thought about another thing. I was like, wait, I remember you played Hogwarts Legacy. And what's in Hogwarts Legacy? A transgender bartender. So if you're saying you funding gay stuff by buying Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, didn't you fund transgenderism because they had a transgender bartender? And then I was like, okay, so let me look at that real quick because I remember it. And then I came across this, which completely destroys every single argument she's trying to make. I know she's never coming back to the stream after this, but at this point, I gotta call a spade a spade. Because I saw this picture, right? And she's talking about playing Hogwarts Legacy. This was 2023, right? And we had the whole Goonergate thing go on where all these things were degenerate and these are Gooner games and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, so if that is the case, this is why you don't try to take a moral high ground. Because it's like, if that's the case, why are you dressed the same way you were accusing other people of being degenerate as?
So, Chat, he and I are actually having a disagreement about this one because when he showed me this, I was highly disappointed. I'm thinking this nigga was about to show me the smoking gun. I don't see the issue. His argument is that those shorts are too short for her.
For her standards. For her standards, yeah.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, they just look like standard in the home shorts. Like,
I think based on her arguments, I can definitely see where Kayla's coming from because she could have just posted a picture sitting down, with her face, but she's making out like gamers are like super gooning. That picture, I guess it could be taken as gooner material. I don't take it that way, but her argument doesn't make any sense.
Look, already, you just can't make this shit up. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Hold on, where is it? Damn, why do I gotta scroll so far? Look at this nigga, man. Look at this guy. Look at this motherfucker.
Lexi Icebox.
This motherfucker.
I mean, I don't think he's simping right now. I think you're not understanding what I'm saying.
No, I think I get
her
what you're
standards.
saying.
By her standards, by what she was saying.
But I think even by her standards, I think that's a little bit like, I don't know. I mean, they look like standard pajama shorts to me.
But I mean, you gotta remember how far down her knees are, bro. By her standards, she's showing the entire thigh, bro. The entire thing.
Yeah, no, I definitely get where you're coming from. Like it would be a normal picture if not for her tweets.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, even now, I'm not like, I don't have an issue with it. I'm just saying it's the hypocrisy thing where it's like, you were calling people degenerates and gooners for liking women that dress like this. That's what I'm saying. She has a worse pick than that. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Nah, don't you start clicking people that agree with you.
Matter of fact, I think that picture of her dancing in that Tomb Raider cosplay, the way that she was worse than that. The one where she's doing a little dance back and forth.
Oh, when she's doing the
I think that was worse than that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean, again, it just goes into the point where it's like, from my point of view, from most people's point of view, that's just a normal picture. That's fine. But you took the high ground and you took the stance of that's degenerate.
She took the high ground.
That's loser shit. Shut the fuck.
She took the high ground. Nigga, the fuck that mean?
Like she took a moral high ground. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is Molly coddled? And why did she say, but her ankles are uncovered? I mean, no, she's not fucking Muslim. You know? But since we're getting on it, let pause. I know how y'all get.
Benji. Hey, Suscott Benji. How many is that? What's the score?
I know how y'all get.
Oh, wait.
What?
Did Ezio Moto come back?
Yeah, he back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, you fucking timed the nigga out and shit. Let's talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance too.
The sus guy say you up too.
Yeah, well, he can, whatever. I can't even say that because then he gonna say that's sus. So I can't even say what I was gonna say. Well, let's talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance too, because we got reports. It cost around $41 million to develop, and it sold what they said. It said a million
in one day
already, right? And that was Tuesday. That was Tuesday, right? That was Tuesday. We're on to Friday, so I'm pretty sure it's higher by now. So the game has turned a profit already, right? Which is, for the first game being what it was, an indie game, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, that's really good.
Yeah, that's crazy. But not everybody thinks so, because we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, John Della Rose. All right, man. We got to get into this. Because this nigga's retarded. I'm sorry. He is. I can't deal with the pure dumbness of a lot of his statements where he goes, while boasting high initial numbers, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is already dropping like a rock for players in the game. It seems people tried it out but are fed up with the woke agenda inserted into everything.
Man, let me expose this nigga really quick, bro. Let me expose this fucking retard really quick, man. Look at this bullshit, man. Look at this bullshit right now. 24-hour peak. And mind you, it's Friday. We ain't even hit 9 o'clock yet. People still got to get off work, right?
People still getting off work.
$190 million, nigga. 190 million. 190 million. 100. Wait, what the fuck am I retarded? 190,000 players. Damn, nigga, fuck.
Oh shit! That nigga got a stroke. He said 100.
190,000. Keep in mind, guys, what is the Dragon Age brand compared to Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Yep.
And Dragon Age never even hit 100,000 nigga. This game had, you said, a $40 million budget? $40 million, guys. Dragon Age was 300 million at minimum. If I'm EA, I'm looking at this shit. And mind you, keep in mind, EA just let some bullshit come out their mouth. That nigga Andrew Wilson with that bullshit that he let come out his mouth.
About the microtransaction bull crap.
This nigga talking about some, and guys, make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 130 people in here, only 70 likes. This nigga had the gall to let his fucking mouth say, oh, Dragon Age failed because it didn't have live service elements. People want to share a world. Bitch, no. Dragon Age failed because your competition, Kingdom Come Deliverance, only spent $40 million and got 200,000 people to play on Steam alone, and you couldn't do the same thing with $300 million. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
How are they measuring the number? I don't understand how they get in their numbers and saying that it's failing. This doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to when he said it. So this was the other day. This was 2 days ago, right? So he said it was failing because it was at 159 and it dropped down. And look at the time, by the way. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock at night. It dropped down to 138,000. So that means that the game is failing.
Is he like just leaning into his crowd and what they want to hit rather than actually like doing some real research? Because this doesn't actually make any sense.
Show him, Cater. Show him. Show him how big of a fucking grifter this nigga is. People call us the grifters. This nigga is the real grifter. Okay, show this nigga how big of a grifter this nigga. You hit it right on the head. He's pandering to his base to do what, Cater?
To make money. That's it. To sell his garbage fucking books.
There you go. That's what you got to pull it up, right?
I'm scrolling down right now. Keep cooking.
Yeah.
No, I got it. Here it is. So this second thumbnail, right? So remember, I pulled this up around Goodergate because remember, all that stuff is degenerate.
Mm.
So right here, the second one is from one of his books where he has this nigga done took it off the screen, or one of his characters has her tits out. You know, he's trying to sell books. And Cassie, by the way, shout out to Cassie. She found tweets like every time, like at the end of a thread, he's talking about this stuff. He says, yeah, just like in my book, if you want to check that out, look here. You know, he's doing it all to sell his books. He doesn't really care about none of the stuff that he's talking about. And another thing, did you see what got revealed about him, by the way, and his other activities?
Oh, I know it. I saw something about Lucario bent over.
Yeah,
I saw that, and I was like,
fucking furry, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bro. That's crazy.
So he was sitting there from the moral high ground, like, you know, oh, this is degenerate, that's this is that. Whole while this man was thinking about Lucario ass, and there was another thing, allegedly, you know, of him being a bit of a boxer with women, you know, allegedly.
Call a nigga a boxer.
Allegedly, you know, he likes to have one-sided fights with women, allegedly, you know. So, you know, all that came out. So it's like, damn, you know, why are you trying to pretend like you're so morally better than everybody else? And speaking on that, Cassie, in her infinite creativity, decided to put both of those together and make this, because he posted, "Wow, a YouTuber spent 8.5 hours streaming
Yeah.
about me yesterday, and she pulled the this you."
Oh my lord! Yeah, you should really. If you've got these kinds of skeletons in your closet, it's probably just best to stay quiet.
Yeah,
He got to sell them
own it.
books. He got to sell them books. You can't be quiet. You got to sell them books, man.
Allegedly,
I'm sorry.
we have to keep saying allegedly, because
Man,
fuck
that nigga ain't no damn books.
he can't sue me because I ain't got no money, so don't sue me. Allegedly, you know what I mean. So what is this?
But why are they calling Kingdom Come Deliverance woke? Like what
Oh!
age is it?
Shout out to Leon. Okay, they were calling it woke. We're gonna get to that, Leon. Thank you for that. They were calling it woke because of the optional side quests to, make Hans gay. You know what I mean?
But
if you want to have the relationship with it.
What age is Kingdom Come Deliverance set in?
1400s Bohemia.
Are people under the impression that there weren't dudes out there doing a madness?
That's what I was thinking. And then I'm like, okay.
That, Mike, it's not even just that. It's about the fact. So what we've always talked about, at least, especially since the day I started my channel at the end of 2022. All right, when I started my damn channel, I talked about the agenda. That was my whole thing. It's the agenda. It's not about it being there. It's the agenda, the obvious agenda. Keep in mind, guys, you would not know about the Booty Bandit material in this game if not for the whole Saudi Arabia situation. Other than that, they wasn't shoving it in your face. They wasn't talking about it. It wasn't in marketing. They were not virtue signaling or none of that shit. It was just an option. Because I don't know about you, but when I grew up, I always thought about, man, what if I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to in a game?
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to sleep with this character, I should be able to do it. If I want to murder this character, I should be able to do it. In a role-playing game, they literally give you the option to fucking do that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Katie, you can murder NPCs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So you have freedom to do what you want.
You can steal, kill, all that shit. In Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, by the way, the one that you're trying to say is so Christian. So I got to remind y'all of that.
So a game gives you that. See, the problem is we're anti-woke. We're anti-agenda. These niggas are anti-gay, anti-black, anti-women. That's
yeah. Hey, shout out Hypnotic, because Will the Fans was, trying to explain what woke means, and here comes John De La Rose. He just goes, it means black and gay, showing that he doesn't know the meaning of the words he's talking about. Which, I've always, like Atreus said, I've said the same thing since the jump. It's not about black people, women, gay people, none of that stuff. It's about the intention, and it's about the context of why you're implementing them into whatever media you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. If you're doing it to say, "Oh, we have black people. Oh, we love you, gay people. Oh, look at the women. We love the women." All that stuff, trying to seem more virtuous and more, better and holier than now than somebody else. You're betraying, wokeness. That's what you're doing. You're so woke to everything that's going on that you're putting that into all of your media. It's an evolution of what the word used to mean, which was, stay woke to the government and what they do to like black people and things like that, and police brutality and shit. It's an evolution of that. So a lot of these people don't like what he did here. He just explained what a lot of people think the word means because they don't know what the fucking word means, which is it means black and gay, or women in that case.
I think people don't understand like you said, intent, because I played that Dragon Age game and it's very clear what's going on there. And then I played Baldur's Gate, and I didn't get that feeling when I played Baldur's Gate. I had a good time with it. So I think you can have gay elements in the game, but it really depends on how you go about putting it in the game and how you're like. If you took a character that was like historically not gay and he was suddenly gay, and that was the main focal point of the story, I think people would have a problem with that. But if it's just a side mission in a game set in 1400s, I don't see the problem.
Yeah. It's
there is no problem, but part of their argument is that the character Henry is canonically straight. So there
speaking of that, shout out to Rawman 5 with the 20, because he just said that. But he had the 20, so you already know what has to happen. Hey Mike, stay strapped to your seat, because with the 20 bangers come out the milk cannons, boy. We got the milk cannons for y'all. Shout out to Rawman 5 with the 20, and it's so nice. That shit gotta see it twice. I'm sorry. Shout
I'm
out.
so cool. What the
Raw,
hell is
man.
going on here?
One more time without the goddamn.
Oh,
comment
one more
screen.
time without the chat on there. My bad. There it is. There you
God
go.
damn, man.
There you go.
Man,
We know
my-
we got
This
some
nigga half
viewers
of what he
there.
paid for.
My future wife is watching this. Like, what the fuck?
Uh-oh. All right.
Man. But
But
yeah, he just said that. Yeah, Henry was straight, and now he can be gay. He put a black man in after saying no black people were in Bohemia. Who talks about how much more civil his culture is? It feels off to me. I'm gonna let y'all go.
I just don't know how else to say it. I don't get it. Like I don't know what else to say to y'all that where it's not clicking. It's a side quest with an option, as in if you never choose the option, it never happens. Now I'll give you this. I'll make an argument for you. Maybe you can say the reason why you don't like this is because you know, like the LGBTQ community like to use certain things and stuff from the past to try to say that certain person is a gay or bisexual. Okay, I can see that. You getting upset about that. Like, for example, when they try to use like little bullshit from the past to say Zelda was trans.
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, if you want to make that argument, I can see that. Like, why give them any ammo to say that he might be gay or bisexual? Okay, cool. I can give you that. But as far as the black character in there, isn't the black character in that game not from Bohemia?
He's not.
So what the fuck are we talking about?
It's just because he's there and because he's talking about the country that it came from. And there was some dialogue where I was like, okay, that does sound like some Reddit shit where he's like, oh, you know, all the spices we do in our food, you know, something about, you know, spices and food, like how white people don't spice their food pretty much. That's what it sounded like. Where it's like, okay, yeah, sure. All right. I can see how that's kind of off, but it's not like he's just, you know.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So this, I don't know. I haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance. So is the character historically straight?
Yes.
From the first game, yeah, there wasn't the option to make him gay.
Okay. I can kind of see people's arguments because if you if you had Yakuza, for example, I've played all of them, and you know, you can walk around in Yakuza and do side missions. If they randomly had Kiryu enter a gay relationship, even though it's optional, I'd still be a bit like, where the hell did that come from? So
yeah, no, I'm not saying...
I have to see it and understand the context of what is going on and where it takes the story, but I guess I can see their argument there.
Yeah, I guess my whole thing is if it was like a deliberate, oh, we're making Henry gay, you know, where it's like, oh, you don't have the option to not make Henry gay. It's like, no, he's gay now. Like he was straight in the first game, but now in this game, he's gay. Then I'll be like, oh yeah, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, now you're just flipping it. Where from the character we know. And I brought this up in the beginning of the stream where I played the game. The first thing Henry and Hans are talking about is going to fuck some bitches. That's the first thing they're talking about.
If you get with this guy in the game, does he remain your boyfriend throughout the game, or is it just a forgotten part after that?
I doubt he would know because he didn't choose that option.
Yeah, that's farther into the game as well. So.
I can kind of see people's points, like because I don't know Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm just thinking about games that I've grown up playing that have like optional things, and the only one that I could really pull from because I love the series so much is Yakuza. And if they did that randomly with Kiryu, then I'd be a bit like, all right, it's optional, but why? I don't understand. What was this? They have like bromance scenes in the game which are like comedy and whatnot, but they've never gone full like he's having a gay relationship with somebody. So I don't know. I'd have to play the game. If it shapes the whole story going forward, I can see what people's problems might be.
If it shaped the whole story, then I'll be on everybody else's side with that one. Like that's goofy.
Yeah.
I don't see. And keep in mind, context matters, right? It is a RPG, right? I don't see choice in an RPG as a problem. You know, like we brought up Baldur's Gate 3. There's some gay shit in Baldur's Gate 3. Have I seen it? No, because I didn't pick that shit. You know what I mean? I didn't want to. You know,
in Baldur's Gate 3, don't you, in Kingdom Come Deliverance, you don't make the main character, do you? In Baldur's Gate,
no,
you do.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think I can see where they're coming from, because in Baldur's Gate you make that character what you want it to be and you romance whoever you want, whereas this game has an established character and they're kind of moving him off in different directions. Like I said, if it affects the story after you've done it, then I get where people are coming from. If it's just like a throwaway random thing, then I don't know if it's a hill to die on. I'm not too sure. I need to check
Right,
it out.
because a side quest. I mean, I don't know if we're talking about the major story. The side quest is not canon. I mean, unless they decide to make it that way. If they decide to make it that way, then that's where I understand the backlash.
Now there is something before we went live that came up that at first I was like, wait, what the fuck are we doing here? But then, I kind of looked deeper into it, and I think, yeah, now I can see what people are talking about, bro. Because we got Phantom Pulse here, and they said, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 features graphic depiction of child sodomy. So the way that they word it makes you think that it's an actual child, right? Like a young child or whatever, right? But they're talking about Hans, which is the other character. They're still talking about the gay storyline, right? So at first I'm like, well, this is 1400 Bohemia. That wouldn't be considered a child if he's like, 16, 17, what have you. He's not a child, blah, blah, blah. And then we got like more. I started seeing more research on it. And then this is where it starts to get fucking weird. So in the game, Hans is canonically 15 years old. In the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 historical records in the game. But, you can romance him in the game and you can make Henry gay. So at first I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? And then with this from Endymion, and he's like, yeah, people say, but it's medieval times, so 15 is okay. He goes with is a 15-year-old girl getting railed with people be losing their minds. I'm like, yeah, that's a valid argument to have. And then we had this right here where it's like, if you decide you want a love scene with Hans in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you're committing pedophilia because Hans is 15 years old. You cannot even make up stuff like that. He goes, imagine that woman at the time were married at the age of 12 and had children. Also, they needed witnesses first during first sex. And it's like, he's basically like, so there are no children, but Capone is a child and you seem kind of lost. So he's trying to like defend the action. So,
but he's right though. He's right though.
But it's a game that people. I think it's different when it's a game in a movie. I think in movies you can get away with certain things, but with an interactive piece of media, romancing a kid is just like, I get it's from a different age, but does that really need to be in the game?
I mean, if the aim was historical accuracy, then I would say so. I mean, we just had season 1, because I haven't finished season 2 of it yet, of House of the Dragon, where the king Viserys, when his wife died trying to deliver his son, his firstborn son, he needed to remarry, to restabilize the realm. And the girl that they had, one of the girls that they had, I guess nominated for him to marry was a 12-year-old girl, because during that time, that was like, and what I'm about to say
in that lore, not during that time, because it's like lore. So
I mean, it's lore, but like let's take this back to before we decided, because we evolve as humans, that maybe marrying a 12-year-old child to an adult man is probably not the best idea. Before that, remember, women get their cycle at a really young age. And when we were less developed as human beings, the only thing we knew about that was that's when she's able to bear children. So immediately people started marrying off their daughters at 12, 13, 14. Now, am I about to die on the hill of, yeah, we should put that in video games? No, I'm not dying on that. But let's stop acting like, oh, he's a predator because he put that in the game when that's something that we know that they used to do.
I haven't watched House of the Dragon, but is it just a case where they tell the story that they've married a 12-year-old? You don't actually see them doing it.
He never actually marries her. What happens is, because
he marries the other girl. The other kid, or like
the other kid, he did marry the other kid, but she was older though, right? She was older.
Yeah, she was still a kid though.
Yeah, she was still a kid. I mean, but at Sansa was 14 when she was about to get married to now Joffrey was a kid, but
but that was But I think that's the point though. That's different lore and that's a different world where it's like, okay, yeah, that kind of you could get away with those kind of things in the realm of television. Yeah, you don't get to see that stuff. But in the game, it's like
What
it's
I'm
kind of weird
asking
What is
because
the
is,
you're
game?
in
Hold on. What
control
is
of
the
the
game
player.
rated?
Yeah, the game's rated M. That
Okay, so
doesn't mean
that's what
that
I'm
you have
saying.
to like it.
So it is properly rated to make sure that you're mature enough to know that during those times, unfortunately, which is why we evolve, women or what they considered to be young women at that time got married. Now, I don't know if they got married at 12, but at 13, 14, they were getting married.
well, what I'm asking is, in House of the Dragon, you don't see them being intimate with children, right? They're just
No,
telling a
No,
story
yeah, no,
around
you
it.
no,
don't
no,
see
no,
it.
no,
So
no, no.
I don't know
Is
much
there a
about.
sex scene with a 12-year-old in this game?
Well, no,
That's
no,
what I
no.
was.
He's
That's what I was
saying
about to ask. Like, how
Hans.
intimate does this game get?
So Hans canonically, I guess, is 15. Henry is like in his late teens, early 20s. And yeah, there is a scene showing it, but it doesn't show them actually like having sex. It's like off to the distance and they're on the bed and they're like, on top of each other, but it doesn't show the act of what happens.
Yeah,
But
for me personally, like I'm not gonna sit here and advocate for censoring someone's art. It's just not something that I'd play.
Yeah,
That's
I wouldn't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. And I think you can imply that there's a relationship between two parties, but you don't have to show it. Now, if they going towards showing a 12-year-old, that's really fucking weird. If you
Yeah.
showing that shit, like, okay, you can imply, hey, there's a relationship going on here. Is it still weird? Of course, it's going to be weird to us because we've evolved past allowing young girl, even though apparently we're still allowing them to deliver kids at fucking 13 and 14. We're just accepting the fact that 14-year-old girls are having babies nowadays. But then that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's
I was gonna say I think my entire issue with this thing is like, okay, so y'all are upset that the game's not being historically accurate because it's letting Henry and Hans have like gay sex and the black dude is there or whatever. But if we go by, what a Trace is saying and what we know, was happening back then, 15-year-old guy back then, that's not a child in their eyes. He's damn near an adult. He has things to do. And in this game, and in the first one too, they're talking about bedding witches and going to fuck girls or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out. So where is the line that these individuals? I mean, like the JDA and the John F. Trent. Like, where is the line that they're trying to draw at? Because if Hans couldn't be romanced in the game, right? But we see in the game he could still go after women and have sex with women. Like, where is that line that they're trying to draw? Because if you're using what they're trying to say, this is a Christian game and is going against lore and things like that, then robbing, stealing, killing, having sex out of marriage, they shouldn't be doing none of that. So I'm trying to figure out where is the line.
I think it's just a lot of it is selective outrage. I think,
yeah.
like me personally, my mind always like if you're able to romance a 15-year-old, that's one thing in the context of doing it for the story. But if the animators have sat there and animated a whole sex scene between the 15-year-old in the game, then I'm like, you guys sat there and animated an entire scene like that, and you didn't stop to think, this doesn't need to be on screen. You can just say this is my boyfriend or my husband or whatever, however they called it back then. So this is probably not a game that I would touch for those reasons, but I wouldn't make videos advocating for it to be censored because I don't really have a foot in the game. It's just even animes where like the characters are really young, I don't watch them. I'm not too into it unless it's like battle manga or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just I'm just trying to figure out where the line is, because like if you're gonna draw a line, and I'm cool with whatever your position is. But you can't then say that you're try to pull a Puritan stance, but then like advocate for other things. So that's why I'm just trying to figure out like where the actual line is that they're trying to draw. And yeah, I think it's weird. Yeah, if Henry is like 15, even though they portray him in the game as like an adult, like a adult male or whatever,
because you were considered an adult.
During that time. that's how they protect him or present him. And then in the beginning, I showed evidence on stream. In the beginning of the fucking game, the first thing he's talking about is going to a tavern and finding some bitches so he can have sex with them. So I'm trying to figure out where the actual line is. That's all. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
This whole thing gets crazy, but there is a little more.
Well, are you getting into JDA?
Yeah.
Let's put a pause on that first because we're coming up on 8:00. So first, let's get to these super chats. Because I did want to ask Mike about the Gaming While Black thing. And
okay, bet. Let me get these tabs off then.
I mean, we're gonna come back to it.
No, I'm talking about the Kingdom Come shit because we about to go into JDA. Where it still goes into it, so let me get it right.
You about to go into who?
Oh,
that's
bro.
That's 3.
Oh my god,
3.
bro. See, no. So where's
no,
the line draw, bro?
No.
What the fuck?
I can't even say fucking words no more, bro. Because everything I say you get misinterpreted as some gay shit, man.
Okay. So let's get into these super chats.